Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video, and that's right. I am, of course, just a mini marathon such, and that is, of course, the marathon leading up to the iCarly reboot. Yes, so, as you read the title, yes, I am reviewing, iCarly itself, the whole show itself. Not every episode, okay? I'll tell you that. But yeah, so, I gotta say, because, in fact, because I say mini marathon, and, I'm probably just doing 3 or 4. I don't know. I'll just see, But anyways, and when you see them come out, so you get the idea. And, you probably know where it's starting, and because we all know the release date and such of when the iCarly reboot starts, so you get the idea. All right, so iCarly itself, because, I grew up watching iCarly, of course. Who hasn't? It was really good and such. The first 3 seasons, and later on, because kind of when it was going downhill or just something, I remember my mom saying it's like they hired the janitors to do the writing. I don't know, but just, I think even Dan Schneider was still a part of the show. I don't know. They were trying their best, I guess you could say. But iCarly, some of the episodes I can remember, well, of course, with, iPilot, it was the start of iCarly, how they started doing the web show. It all started with, the 3 of them. They were hired to take over and, do the talents or whatever, that's what led them to doing a web show, because some of those kids, they were talented, of course, pogo stick hopping while playing a trumpet, milk squirting out of an eye, God. And, yeah, another episode I remember is, I Want More Viewers, where, trying to spread the word, iCarly and so on. And then another one, I Hatch Chicks. That was a good one, too. Might be one of my favorites. There was also, those episodes with Neville, pretty good, too. Probably my favorite is the sequel, where, Neville hacks iCarly and causing them problems, whenever they're doing their shows. And even the not the Black Eyed Peas, the Plain White Tees, they made an appearance in that. Spencer saved Tom Higginson, the main singer of the Plain White Tees, from a menu board. I remember that very well. I Got Detention, that was a good one too. What was it? It had to do something with TV, like iCarly turned into a TV show or whatever. And then there's also one, with, because iCarly being interrupted by these policemen who come into their apartment while, tracking down, I guess, because of this guy illegally selling pirated movies, but it turns out he was selling movies that I guess he and a bunch of his buddies made, that are pirate movies. There's also I Have a Love of a Sick Teacher, whatever it's called, with Miss Ackerman and, the relationship of Miss Ackerman and Spencer. And I believe, it was the last episode of season 1. That and, continuing on, the first episode, and that's where, Freddy starts hitting puberty, and even Sam says to him, why does your voice sound deeper? I don't know, puberty? And yeah, it's obvious. Yeah. And with Jonah, because, not Jonah, well, the episode, where Sam has Sam's boyfriend, Jonah, that was a good one, too. And then there was and the one I'm talking about, what was his name? I forget. Freddy's nerd friend, as they first call him. Played by, James, from Big Time Rush, yeah. So he's in that. I remember, on the DVD of iCarly, the director's cut of that episode, I saw him first. Then there's another one, Spencer playing, Pac Rat, parody version of Pac-Man, and with, Sasha Stryker, and, another episode, I'm trying to remember, Well, just to keep moving forward, like I Take on Dingo, that was a good one too. I saw no, I Bigfoot, sorry. I Bigfoot, that was a good one too. And the I Psycho episodes, oh boy, because they were really good too. You know? That's all I can say. I don't know, like I'd say both the first and second one are good too. Now I'm not really sure. Maybe the third one counts. Like the third one, it's in Sam and Cat, titled Super Psycho. That was not bad too. But a parody of Silence of the Lambs, for one thing. Then there was also those episodes, that like episode arc or whatever with Sam and Freddy's relationship. They start dating and so on. I like that episode where Gibby, and it gets Freddy's mom involved as well, reveals it to Freddy's mom, that they're dating and so on. But I guess out of nowhere, at the end, Gibby redeems himself, and, it was wrong of him, and so on. And that song that Gibby sings, "Loving you is my favorite thing to do," that. Some other episodes, like, I'm trying to remember, with Michelle, the guest stars, Michelle Obama. That was a good one. One Direction. Yep, that. David Archuleta. Oh, yeah, in that episode of Wade Collins. Yeah. And, I used to be, I enter a beauty pageant. Yeah, that one. That was good. And, I Fix a Pop Star, Ginger Fox, based on, Ginger Fox based on Britney Spears, obvious. I Injure Gibby, because Gibby thinks Nathan, made out with his girlfriend, Tasha. And Tasha first appeared in that episode, I forget what it was titled, but, Sam was the first to find out that Gibby had a girlfriend. Then Freddie and Carly found out when Tasha showed up on the set, when they finished filming iCarly. Then later on, continuing on, like, more episodes, like later on, like I Shock America with Jimmy Fallon and Tina Fey made a small cameo. Then there was also Eyeballs. This time they go 3D, and then what else? I'm trying to remember. There was also I want to save at least. Do I want to? Maybe I should. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna save the final episode for last. Okay. I will mention this. I Party with Victorious. That was a good one, too. Not bad. Crossover with Victorious and iCarly, and them combining their theme songs together. Not bad, I guess. I don't know. My mom was kind of mixed on that. But she did like this. Like, remember, because random dancing. But there would be times they would be in different names, And in I Party with Victorious, because, with Steven, who was dating both Carly and Tori, but, they bust him and they expose him on iCarly. Bye, Steven! And then they start dancing with random dancing. It's random humiliation! Yeah, my mom finds that pretty funny. Random humiliation, And then, let me see. What else? Trying to remember. Even like, say, I don't know. I remember, like, there's one episode where, it's like, I think it's the second to last episode. Sam thinks her laptop was stolen, thinks it was this old lady who stole it. Spencer trying to win a dolphin at this kid arcade game or whatever, brings Gubby with him, Gibby's little brother. What else? I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, I remember that one episode where, those episodes with Mandy, and that was before, because, before Nora. I think Nora kind of replaced Mandy, the psycho, crazy fan. At least Mandy was better than Nora, their attitudes and personality. You get the idea. But anyways, with all that being said, I think I just don't want to make this too long, and, it was just going through every episode that I can think of, so, but overall, because iCarly, it was great and such. And one more, I Space Out. That was a good one too. Who was that little girl? That Spencer was seeing and running around the apartment. We'll never know. And Kelsey Grammer's daughter makes an appearance in that as the Exercise Rock. The web show or whatever competition. And then just those episodes with Lubert. that, and Chuck, you name it, and Chuck's younger brother Chip, yeah, I could go on, but just, and Mrs. Benson, yeah, and I just know. I mean, Mrs. Benson was a bit too much later on in the show. Like, she was okay in the early seasons of iCarly, if you get what I'm saying. But overall, iCarly, it was really great, and until its reboot, and I guess I give this 8 out of 10. If I want to rate this, I don't know, but I guess so. 8 out of 10, just And iCarly, it was a great show with its episodes, etc. I just continue with others that I can think of, but I'm just ending it right here. So until the next upcoming reviews for the iCarly reboot marathon, stay tuned for those. Take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Leave comments as always, and peace out.